Well, it's spring.
It is spring on Nantucket, and I love it.
And we have a big event coming up, Scott?
We do. It's an event put on by the Nantucket Civic League. We're going to be talking about seals. Seals on the beach, put seals on people's minds. So we're going to have this discussion. Of
Okay, well, let me stop you.
Okay.
Because don't we have too many seals?
Well, that's what some people like to say.
I went up in a plane, and I'm telling you, they taught me how to fly this winter, and I was over at Great Point. I couldn't believe there must have been 1,000 seals.
There's probably 2,000 seals, between maybe 2,500 between Great Point and Muskeget Island. This is the largest population in the lower 48. They're part of a big population that goes up to Sable Island, and the main group of seals is on Sable Island in Canada. This is gray seals. We're talking about a population that's 250,000, and this is their habitat. This is where they came from. It was humans that extirpated them from the area, and they're starting to move home.
But it's because we don't hunt them, though, anymore that the numbers have increased so much, right?
That would be part of it. I think that there's a bigger picture here, as there usually is. We like to look at the small picture. The big picture is that maybe the environment is actually coming back and getting healthy again, so that their prey is here, and the things that prey on them are here, and that means that our ecosystem is actually getting healthy.
All right, so now what's this event coming up? Why do we need to learn more about them?
Well, we need to learn more about them because people, like you just said, think that they shouldn't be here. As I've noted, the fact that they're coming home means that they're not invading, they're coming home. And the Civic League sees this debate going on. It's really prevalent on the Cape and Islands. It's actually the focal point is on Nantucket with the Seal Abatement Coalition stemming from Nantucket. And so we want to get out there and have this discussion. The Seal Abatement Coalition and some scientists, professors, and lawyers that I'm bringing onto the island to discuss this issue in a public forum and give the people the information they need to come up with a valid conclusion about whether seals are good or bad.
What would be a conclusion that could happen from this? Could it be that they could instill some sort of a hunt to bring the numbers down? Is that possible?
Very, very unlikely.
Yeah.
And in fact, while that was the original sentiment, I mean, people were talking about culling seals again. I think what will happen now is, as this discussion progresses, we're talking about federal law, the Marine Mammal Protection Act of 1972.
I see.
And that's been very successful. And in saying it's successful, it still is successful. The seals are returning because they're protected.
Yeah.
The question is really, is it a good thing or a bad thing that seals are coming back? We're coming from the position that it's a good thing, and that's why there's a federal law protecting them, and we hope that that law will maintain itself. There is an element of people out there, particularly the fishing industry, that feels they're competitors and would like to mitigate this issue, maybe get rid of them.
Yeah.
It's going to be very difficult for them to do that unless they change the federal law. And
which could happen, though.
Yes, stranger things have happened, I agree, Gino. But hopefully that won't be the case here, and when we educate them, the public, they'll see that it's a good thing.
Well, look, like you said, with the seals coming back, the predators come back. Mm-hmm. And, we know that they're there now.
Well,
what if something actually does happen where, somebody gets bitten by a shark, and they're here because of those seals?
It happened last year in Truro. They have always been here. There will be more because of the seals, because as Greg Scommel says, you open a cafe and the sharks will come. But that's nature. It's far more dangerous for you to jump in your car and go for a drive around Nantucket than it is for you to jump in the water off of Nantucket. So keep that in mind when you're talking about this fear factor of shark attack. It's a scary thing to think about because, we have Jaws to remember. The reality is it's far more dangerous to jump in your car, to walk through a garden and get stung by a bee, or to be out on a golf course and get hit by lightning. All of those things happen much more often than shark attack.
All right. So now, for those folks who want to show up, when's the forum and where is it?
The forum's at the police station, 4 Fairgrounds Road. It'll be in the main community room. It's 4:30 to 6 on Monday, May 20th.
Okay.
Please show up. We'd love to give you
It's
some
going to be
information.
packed.
I hope it will be, yes.
All right. Thanks, Scott.
Okay, Gino, thanks.